in this journey. So quickly, my name is Koide Araiwe, like you said, Koide Akinele, and this is my coaching program, and I'm welcoming you to this amazing. I don't know if it is possible to see your faces, so I can see the people I'm actually having conversation with. And so before we move on, because it's going to be a practical session, really, it's really going to be a practical session. So I just hope I can see your faces if it is possible. Enchuku, if it is possible, Bogdana, is it possible to let's see your camera if it is possible? Because of time, so I wouldn't want to bore us too much. I mean, my overview when it comes to coaching is that many people, when it comes to growth, and that is why your coaching session, my work with you, either on your business, either on your career, whatever you're going to, I mean, it's your objective for this year is to understand that it's a growth session. And like I said, that many people, for when we talk about growth, it's like an impossible task. It's like, oh, when you talk about growth, it's a big word for some people when we mention growth. But the truth is, if we exactly know what we want out of life, if me and you understand what we want from our business, from our career, from our academics, from our goals, from whatever we want to achieve a goal, to follow a good pattern would not be an issue at all. To follow a good pattern will not be. So the truth is, if we exactly know what we want to get out of life, we will drive improvement and alignment with change. We will drive improvement and align with change if we exactly know and understand what we want. Now, the purpose of this session, like I said, is to create a knowledge curve where me and you will be inspired to grow intellect, to grow in career, to grow in our business, to grow in our spiritual and social and financial life. So that's the purpose of this session, where me and you would be inspired. So my purpose is to inspire you all through this year to be able to achieve your goals. For example, if there is something you actually want to do last year, and then for someone like Enchuku, I'm sure towards Steph, you want to apply again for the Tony Elumelu Foundation program again. What are the things that you did last year that, I mean, that you need to change again? How do we work on your applications? How do we work on your processes and to achieve, to make it more solid for you to be able to qualify for grant and to also move your business from where it is now to the next level? I'm sure I'm speaking your mind, Chuku, and also Bogdana, and I'm sure how do you move, how do you become not just a great teacher, but a wow teacher? How do you continue to improve yourself on the growth pattern? And everybody that is joining, how do you develop yourself on the growth pattern that you are in now? And that is so important, and that is very, very that is so important, and that is key to whatever we are talking about, or to whatever we are saying now. So because of time, so please, that's why I said I just want to see you. If you can see my screen, you can just let me know in the chat box. Now, please write down what is your current state in your life, career, and business. What is the current state in your life, in your career, in your business? Because coaching, training, mentoring, supporting does not just happen. It happens with a mind when we know, okay, what is the current state. Now, for example, if you have a car, your car has to have a particular problem for it to be solved. So you need to understand the driver. I mean, would ask you, the mechanic, for example, will ask you, okay, what is the problem? What is the sound? If you go to a doctor for, I mean, maybe you are sick or you are feeling indifferent in your body, the doctor will definitely ask you a question that, okay, what is the problem? What is the current state? Then you tell the doctor, okay, I'm having a headache. Okay, so he would ask you so that he or she can know what to prescribe. So write it down, note it in your notes where you are. what is the current state of your career? That is where is the fundamental of whatever we want to work together on, whatever me and you want to guide ourselves on in this 12 months so as to achieve our goals for the year 2022. Please write down what is your desired state. Now, when I say what is your desired state, the current level of your business now, the current level of your career, the current level of your family, the current level of your personality. What is, you've wrote it now, what is your desired state? In the next 3 months, in the next 6 months that we would be working together, what is the desired state? What do you want to see yourself? Where do you want to see yourself? That, okay, after this session with Coach Korede, this is where I want to see myself. There has to be a goal, and that is where goal setting comes in. Because it's not going to be a session of, oh, I just want to talk. After these opening sessions, we would develop a program for each one of us that where we would meet me and you like this on Zoom. Then you will ask questions, and then we will give answers to all your questions. So write down what is your desired state. Write down the goal that after the session with Coach Korede, this is where I want to see my business. After the session with Coach Korede, this is where I want to see myself. This is where I want to see my career. This is where I want to see my academics. This is where I want to see myself after this session. So write down what is your desired state. Now, your foundation is key to the quality of your sustainability. Your foundation is key to the quality of your sustainability. Now, what do I mean by this? Your foundation, whatever, I mean, that's why I use this image for, I mean, for people that does makeup very well, for female, for ladies, you will know that, okay, no matter how the sustainability, the lasting of your makeup is determined by the foundation. The lasting of your makeup on your face is determined by your foundation. And also in building, when you build, the sustainability of that building is determined by what was put in the foundation. So the sustainability of this coaching session, the sustainability of this moment between me and you is now. That is why this session is holding, so that we can be able to build things apart from just coming, talking and say, okay, do you like this? What are you doing? Asking questions. No, we need to understand that look, some things has to be in line for me and for this coaching session to be productive in your life. So your foundation is key to your sustainability. Now, the first thing you need to do for me is to redefine your self-awareness. So what is your self-awareness is so important in this journey. Self-awareness is about, for you to move forward, you need to be aware of yourself. So I will need you to understand yourself so that we can be able to focus on whatever part of the issues we really want to focus on. So like Abraham Maslow said, step forward into growth or backward into safety. So this journey is a two thing. It's either you are ready to step forward into growth or you go backward into safety. It's either you want to pursue that business or you want to pursue your life into a most desirable state, or you just want to do or just to remain the same person you are. So all we are talking about is who are you? And that is the fundamental of any coaching program. That is the fundamental of any growth in life. Who are you? It is so important for us to understand your personality. Your personality is key to the results that you will generate. Who are you? Who are you? Each time, this is what I ask myself every time. This is what I ask myself every time. You understand? This is what I ask myself every time, that who are you? Who are you? Who are you? It's so important because it will come up in our conversations. It will come up in our discussions as we move on. The understanding of who are you, it is so important. It is so important. Okay, I think I have a chat. Okay, Bogana, that's good. I'm on my way to my future career. I love that. On my way to my future career. And I know that Bogana's future career is being a teacher. Not just a teacher, but a wow teacher, a teacher with excellence, a teacher with great results. And that's amazing. So what are you carrying on your head? What is the load that you are carrying on your head, either in your business, either in your career, either in your family, either in your life? Are you carrying load on yourself? Productivity, result-oriented life would need you to shed some weight. So why have you not been able to move your business? Why have you not been able to move your career from where your career is now to your desired state? Is it because you are carrying some load? So in the course of this journey, we would be analyzing the loads that you are carrying and then find out to bring down the loads that you are carrying as we move in this journey. So what did you tell yourself each time you are knocked down? Oh, for example, you want to apply for something and then it didn't come. Oh, you didn't do well in your grades. What did you tell yourself each time you are knocked down? Do you tell yourself, yes, I can bounce up again? Do you tell yourself, no, no, I can't, no, I don't want to go this trend? So we are going to be pulling it out and understand if that is one of the factors that is holding you from achieving. Like I said earlier on, this is a foundational session for us to be able to build ourselves into a desirable person that we actually want to be. And I used to use this word very well. Anyone that has attended my sessions will see this word very well, that before you heal others, you have to heal yourself. It is so important. It is so important that, look, before you heal others, you have to heal yourself. Before you build that business, you have to build yourself. Before you build that career, you have to build yourself. Before you build that family, you need to build yourself. It is you that will be in that state. So when we talk about business, it is you are the business before the business. So it is important for you to be aware of yourself. And that is why this is important. Start growing your self-image today. Start growing your self-image. It is so important for you to grow your self-image. How do you grow your self-image? It is through your strength, your SWOT analysis, personal SWOT analysis. Because most times when we talk about SWOT analysis, we target only to just be, when it comes to business, oh, my strength, my weakness. So your SWOT analysis, S stand for your strength, W stand for your weakness, O stand for opportunity, and T stand for threat. What is your SWOT analysis? In the coming session between me and you, we would sit down and then find what is our SWOT analysis. Me and we will look at what is your strength, we will look at what is your weakness, we will look at what are the opportunities and what are the threats. Your personal, before we do for your career and before we do for your business. Remember, this foundation session is just for you and you alone. So identify your strength. You know, I talked about it. Identify your strength. Don't apply for a grant without you first finding your strength. That business that you are using to apply, that career that you want to pursue, is it your strength? So it is very important that we talk about this as we move on in this session. Quickly, because of time, because I don't want to bore us too much. Number 2, personal leadership. This is very important. You need personal leadership. And when we talk about personal leadership, we are talking about an act that depicts the kind of life you want to live. For you to develop yourself, you know, there is personal development and there is personal leadership. I focus more on personal leadership because leadership is by leading yourself. So personal leadership is you looking, okay, what kind of life did I want to live? What kind of life do I want to live so that I can be able to achieve this business, so I can be able to achieve this career, this vision that is brooding in my heart? So it's about the life you want to live. Like I said, people, there is more to you than what you're saying now. So you need to take ownership. Now, you need to work on these 3 guides in your life: your mind, your heart, and your intuition. Your mind, your heart, and your intuition. These are the 3 guides that guides you in your decision making, either in your choice business, either on how to scale your career, either on how to scale your business, either on how to scale your family or your personality. Are you working with your head? Are you working with your heart? Are you working with your intuition? In the coming sessions, how can you use these three things to generate the kind of results that you want? And I'm going to be opening it to you clearly. How do you use these three things to pull that result before applying for the next grant, before going for the next exam, before going into the next thing you actually want to do for yourself? Like I said, a good mind, it is not having a good mind. It is about using it well. Remember, I talked about these three things. It is not about having these three things. It's about using it well and using it to generate the kind of results that you want to be. Quickly, number three, your vision. What is your vision? What is your vision? We need a vision analysis in this growth process. We need a vision analysis. Your vision. Is your vision aligning with that thing you actually want to do now? So we need to understand the vision for your life, for us to be able to match it with that your career. So your vision is important. Now, what is vision? Forecasts. Now, if you look at my definition, I say you must be able to forecast your direction. Your vision is helping you to forecast your direction quickly because of time. Now, I'm sure Bogdana will have seen this picture so many times. Maybe in Chuku, maybe this is the first time you're seeing it. And I use this picture very well. It's the problem. And if you want to write grant, I'm sure you see this very, very well in grant writing, where they says, okay, what is the statement of the problem? These are problems here. And so exactly this is what some of us are facing. These are problems. And now when we see problems, are we seeing these as problems or are we seeing solutions? I'm sure if I ask Bogdana to unmute and tell me one or two things about this, she will have a lot to talk about, because I'm sure I've used this for sessions a lot with them. So this is the problem. There is a problem already in that your business area. There's a problem already in that career. So your own solution must be unique. That is what we make it stand out. And that is one of the, I'm talking to Guna now. That is one of the things that I saw in the last TEF Tony Elumelu Foundation team. So many people wants to solve the same problem, especially from Nigeria. So many people wants to solve the same problem. Well, fashion, okay, agriculture. Everybody wants to. So many people. There was no unique thing to actually bring to the market and say, you know what, we are all doing agriculture. How do we do this thing? Everybody wants to do processing. Everybody is talking about digital. Everybody is talking about trainings. But there are other things. Everybody is not folk. Everybody is talking about digital. Everybody's talking about, okay, I'm going to scale it into global. I'm going to scale it now. Nobody. It's just a few people that said, you know what, I'm seeing this thing being localized and being used in a local environment. Same process. So we need to begin to look at that. Okay, cassava, myelin, everybody was just, there's a lot of repetitions, a lot of repetitions, look alike in the formality of the ideas. So as you're preparing for the next step, I would advise you, Ogun, and I would advise you all or whatever, if you're applying for anything, to just tailor your idea, refine it, and then I'm sure in this process, in the next sessions, we'll be able to look at what the idea is and how we can then fine tune it. And I believe with God on your side, or whatever grant or whatever area of your business, we will move. And also, Bogdana, I'm sure you are true with this, that look, whatever your career goal is, there's a problem around it, and you must find the solution to the problem. Number 4, because of time, responsibility. It's so important. You need to take responsibility. I'm going to be sending you assessment. I'm going to be sending you assignment. I'm going to be asking you questions. I'm going to be engaging you. So you need to take responsibility, because of why you have the ability to respond to your ability. You have the ability to respond to your ability. You have the ability to give answers to that questions in your heart. You have the ability to give answers to that questions in your career. You have the ability to respond to your ability. You have the ability, and that is what the responsibility is about, responding to your ability. Number 5, value. Value, your value is important. And I'm going to quickly go through this, that your habits will form your culture. Your culture will become your reputation. Your reputation will become your brand, and your brand will become your value. And that is what people will know you about. So what is your behavior now? How is that behavior helping you in the shaping of your process? Then it becomes your culture. Everything that you do daily, it becomes what we know you about. It becomes your brand, and it becomes your value. So we're going to be dealing with value also. What are the values that you are embracing now that is not working for you? How do you shed it off, and how do you apply another value into your process as we go on in this journey? Growth comes with an associated cost. And I'm going to talk about this, that this growth, this process of becoming that we are going through together is definitely going to come with cost. And so the cost, financial cost, your time cost, your intellectual cost, because we actually want to build ourselves into a desirable person. I'm sharing this with you. This is what made me into who I have become today. These 5 things that I've just quickly go with you, these are the foundations that I worked with in my personal life and has helped me into what I've becoming today. I become self-aware of myself. I understand that, look, personal leadership, not just being aware, leading yourself into the desirable state. What do I want my career to look like? What do I want? How do I want myself to look like, even as what I'm doing today? So it's so important. Your value, it's important. That's my embrace. So what I've taken you to today is just the foundation to build on everything we're going to be working on from your leadership, because based on the form most of you feel, leadership, business, career, investment, vision, purpose, those are the things we're going to be cooking together and we're going to be achieving. But I need to take us through this foundation class so as to begin this process and build us as we go on. Yes. If you say yes, then you must align with the cost. The cost will cost you to have some Zoom weekly, Zoom 2 times in a month, Zoom sessions. You must be available for at least minimum 30 minutes to go through the sessions together. It will cost you, like I said in the mail, that look, the money is not the criteria of this session, but I will require you to place value on those knowledge, because I'm not the only one that would just be engaging you. So I'll just be bringing in the course. I'll be bringing other of my colleagues, other coaches too, that you can ask questions, that you can rub mind. So this platform is really going to give you access. And I have a I have even senior leadership in this coaching that you would engage on this platform. So it's really going to be a real transformation session as we go on. So you have the success. So I would advise you to what? To go and achieve your success. Thank you for your time. I hope I have been able to impact you in these few minutes. So before we go on, do you have a question? Thank you, Bogdana. Do you have a question? Let's just do some questions. Do you have a question? Do you want to ask any question? Do you have a comment? Do you have a session? So quickly. You can unmute yourself. You can raise hands. You can ask questions. Bogdana, you want to say something?
No, I haven't questions.
Okay. You don't have a question. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bona, for the comment in the comment section. This is an introductory session, like I tell you, and as we go on in the previous week, I would just check your mail. You would be getting my back-to-back mail information on one-on-one sessions. So it's going to be me and you in the room, and based on your response on the forms, I'll also be bringing some of my colleagues that also expert in their field, so to engage ourselves together. my goal is that whatever is your goal for 2022, that's my goal, is to see that you achieve this and then you become whatever you want to become. So I thank you so much for attending this information session, and I hope I